Welcome back, guys, to another GameStop versus the hedge funds saga continues. All right, so in today's video, we'll be going over GameStop. I just came off a live stream with Brian Jung. He's been doing amazing with his live streams, and I'm just here to also, give you guys an update on what I'm seeing with GameStop. I've been basically doing this every single day for the last week plus now, and I'm still holding, guys. I'm still holding. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the chat, in the live chat down below. If you guys are brand new to the channel, my name is Bruce Wang. And basically, we'll be going over my investments today. We'll be going over GameStop. We'll be going over anything you guys need me to go over as well. So basically, drop a like if you guys haven't already. And we can jump right into this. I'm going to share my screen right now. And we can see everything that's going on. All right, so GameStop has been making some good moves, baby. Let's go. If you guys are still holding, let me know. Drop a like for all the holders down there. And right now, I need to make one quick adjustment to the live stream. And welcome to the chat, guys. It's great to see everybody yet again, man. It's been, I know it's been a tough few days, but definitely Monday was going to be the toughest. And today, we're seeing a 20% gain in the price this morning, but right now it's trading very sideways. Right now, GameStop is sitting at $96.71. So we're up 8% at the moment, and we're still I'm still down 65% on the week. On the month, we're still seeing a pretty good month. Thanks to all of my other investments, and I think that's why you guys should, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. So these are some of the moves that I've been doing. You guys can see my entire portfolio. I'm showing it to you guys right here. Hopefully you guys can see it perfectly. So let me do this really quickly so you guys can have a better view of it. I'm going to zoom in. All right, so this is my entire portfolio. We're almost at 100,000, but these are some of the options trades that I'm doing. If you guys know anything about options, if you guys just beginning, don't even think about it. But if you guys are a bit more experienced and you guys have a bit more cash in hand to use, definitely I have a few videos about how to trade options and how to make money off of some selling option contracts. So I got a lot of other investments as well, not just GameStop. Let's see today's return. So basically every one of my every one of my stocks is pretty good today. We got 700 from ExxonMobil. We got 400 from Gap. We got $529 from Alibaba. Alibaba has been a big catalyst for my portfolio over the last month. And the earnings call came out yesterday. We're doing pretty well. Anybody that got into Alibaba. So we'll be going over a little bit more of my portfolio, and then we can go definitely deeper into GameStop and all of the other meme stocks like AMC, Nokia, BlackBerry. But, I know I get a lot of questions about what I'm investing in, so here it is. So I am a dividend investor. I mainly invest for dividends. If you guys want to see how much dividends I'm receiving, I can show you guys right here. This is not a completely updated portfolio, but let me refresh this. I still need to make some changes, but this is basically how much income I'm seeing every single month. This is how much income I'm seeing every single year. I'm seeing roughly $5,000 worth of income every single year from my portfolio. This is money that I don't have to work for. This is me making my money work for myself. That's what my channel is mainly about. So for anybody that is brand new, this is why I this is why I invest, because I don't want to work for the rest of my life. But let's jump back into GameStop. So today is a lot of big news coming out this morning from GameStop. They have a bunch of new hires. They hired somebody from Amazon. And let's jump into the post here. So I have a few things that I want to show you guys, but this is good news. This basically means that GameStop actually has a way to come out of this on top. Yes, it's a meme stock right now, but I'm just going to acknowledge this super chat real quick. Do you know what are the option expiration value for today or Friday? I think we have to be over $8.89 today. Can you tell me what stock you're referring to? I'm assuming that's AMC. I think AMC is roughly around that price level. So typically, to my knowledge, I know that most option contracts will expire on Friday. So AMC is sitting at $8.63. So if we jump into the option chain here, trade AMC options, you can see all the buy calls. Damn. You guys have it all the way open until 40. Look at all the open interest. Look at all the volume. So you guys, so people that are in AMC, they have a lot of option contracts right here. We have 15,000 volume here, 30,000 open interest. So the thing with AMC, I know there's some bullish news coming out today with AMC as well. One of the main industry, what's the hedge fund called? BlackRock. I believe that they started to repurchase shares of BlackRock, start to accumulate more shares into their index fund, not index fund, into their hedge fund, BlackRock. So, dude, BlackRock is crazy when it comes to BlackRock and AMC. So I just heard about this. I'm not invested at all into AMC, but I try to keep an eye out on this. Reddit stock game holds gains with AMC Entertainment. BlackRock has likely made $1.2 billion on GameStop as day traders buy the stock to stick it to Wall Street. That is amazing. I didn't even know that. BlackRock has likely scored 700% gain on GameStop this month thanks to new trading boost on the stock. The world's largest asset manager owned 9.2 million shares worth $174 million at the end of 2020. BlackRock's 13% stake has surged in value from $174 million to around $1.4 billion. So, we got hedge funds on our side. We got a lot of billionaires on our side, Elon Musk, Chamath. We have influencers on our side on this GME trade still. So I try not to get too high and too low when it comes to the emotions involved, but definitely today is a good day. So when it comes to AMC, honestly, option contracts will expire on Friday. So if anything does happen when it comes to the short squeeze on AMC, definitely Friday will be the day that it happens. But I'm completely speculating here. Even the same situation with GameStop. Fridays are usually the days that a lot of these short sellers, they have to cover their options contract just because it's going to be expiring on that day. So since there's been a giant drop in price over the last week, since last week, it's going to be a lot cheaper for them to buy back a lot of their shares at these levels. Dude, the price dropped 64%, so they're going to save 60. They're going to save a decent amount here. Let's see how much I'm down on the entire portfolio. So at the peak of my portfolio, it was sitting at $157,000. So I'm down $57,000. I'm still holding, guys. Let's go. Let's go. We have 762 people on the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, guys. I'm going to do a quick reset because I know a lot of you guys just came in. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to, drop some comments down below. I'm going to be answering all your questions here. We got another superfan question from Nafisa. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm sorry if I butchered that a little bit. All right, so I'm going to make sure everybody can see this. Give me a second. I'm down 10K on GME. Do you think it will go back up to $150? That is entirely possible. The short squeeze, I don't believe it's over. The only reason why, I can't. This is the wrong graph I'm looking at. Let me go back into this graph here for you guys. All right, so we can see this is on the month chart on GME. So this is when back here in January 5th, the price was sitting at $17. The news started coming around that, the short squeeze is coming. The short squeeze is coming. Everybody, these are the people that got in early. Everybody on Wall Street Bets, they were like, all right, man, let's do this. I think we can do this. And it was basically a surprise attack. These short sellers didn't know what was coming until it started to, get in the news, get into the mainstream media. That's when the short sellers went on their offensive moves. So January 25th, I believe this was around the time that I jumped in, the 26th. let's see, I got in around, like, as you can see, my average cost is $90. So the last time it was $90 was January 26th. So this was right before the peak of the mania, right before everyone started jumping in. And, I believe this was the start of the squeeze. But, as we saw on last Thursday, Robinhood started limiting trades, restricting trades, wouldn't let us buy. A lot of these other brokerages wouldn't let us buy as well. And, that really stopped the momentum. I'm going to be honest with you, that really stopped the momentum. We tried to come back here. We saw another peak here at $340, and we dropped all the way back to $90. So I think a lot of this is because of all the restrictions being made on anybody who wants to buy. But, that's something that was unforeseen. Nobody could see that one coming. All right. A lot of the other people that are in the subreddit, Wall Street Bets, they're saying, we should hold, we should hold, we should hold. Everybody should be doing I think everybody should be, this is not financial advice, all right, guys, but everybody should be looking out for themselves. I know some people put their life savings into this. I know some people who've lost over $300,000 into this investment. So, just do what's best for you. I know we make jokes about paper hands, diamond hands, and everything, but definitely, I'm in a position that I can hold on to this until it goes to zero, if it does go to zero. Like we went over in the last video, if you guys caught my last video, we went over Mark Cuban's Q&A. He spent 2 hours doing an Ask Me Anything on the subreddit Wall Street Bets, and everybody was grilling him with questions. And basically what he would do is he would hold as well. That's what he would do if he was in GME. So right now I'm jumping into the chat just to see what you guys are talking about. We're seeing rockets to the moon. We're seeing it's not over yet. Should we move on from Robinhood? So this is the main question that I've been getting over and over again. So personally, I'm like 80% to 50% moving away from Robinhood. I just realized that I can transfer my funds. Before I thought I would have to sell it and move everything over, but I can transfer my funds from Robinhood and move them onto another brokerage. Like I'm planning to go to Webull. All right, Webull, they have options on there as well, so I can still increase my experience with options trading, because I've been making at least like $200 to $300 to $400 at some weeks on the option premiums. So if you guys want to learn about like how to make some income from options and everything, like I made videos about that previously to my GME videos, and like I was roughly making to $200 every single week from options trading to now making roughly $400 a week off options trading. And that is basically through selling calls and selling puts. I'm not doing anything on the buy side. So I have a link in the description if you guys are trying to move on from Robinhood as well. Webull is basically where I think a lot of people should be moving to, just because they're a lot more transparent than Robinhood or M1 Finance. M1 Finance is where I keep most of my money as well. They have a really good retirement accounts. I know a lot of you guys might be young, not even thinking about retiring, but definitely that is something you should look into, because nobody wants to work for the rest of their lives, right? So I'll just show you guys I'll just show you guys my portfolios really quick. M1 Finance is a legit company. So right now I'm logging into my M1 Finance account just to show you guys what M1 Finance looks like. So this is my portfolio on M1 Finance. It's not as big as Robinhood, just because I haven't focused that much onto this. I've been trying to get my Robinhood portfolio past 100,000, and I've effectively done that already, but definitely, let's take a look at the Robinhood M1 Finance portfolio. Links are going to be in the description, guys, if you guys are trying to sign up here. So this is basically my way of not day trading. Everybody likes to day trade. I'm not a day trader myself. I like to do long-term investing to medium-term investing. And one good thing about that is, M1 Finance only allows you to trade twice a day. All right, so I'm allowed to make one move in the morning at 9:30, one move at 3 p.m. So this really makes me, figure out what moves do I want to do. I'm not just gonna sell, when I panic. I'm not just gonna buy when something like is really hyped up and I'm FOMOing, fear of missing out. And you know, in my holdings, I've been doing pretty well. I'm up 22% ever since I started. So this is a great investment so far. And you know, guys can see my entire holdings. I'm not holding any meme stocks in here. So yes, I like to have fun sometimes. I like to be risky sometimes, but mainly that's because I'm able to do that because I'm invested in like 90% very safe stuff that's gonna grow over time. All right, so that's M1 Finance, and that is my Webull promotion for today. Let's jump back into GameStop. So why did GameStop pump about 20% today to almost $115, and then it's kind of like hovering back and forth between that area, and that is because GameStop appoints chief technology officer ex Amazon, AWS, Amazon's web service. So they have this guy coming in. So this is off their actual website, news.gamestop.com. I'll link this down below for you guys to read. So this, you guys know, this is not spam. This is not like mainstream media trying to. This is not mainstream media trying to, you know, pull something right under you. These guys are actually holding. I mean, these guys are actually hiring people that actually could do some really good work in their company. So the person that they hired, they were let's see. Today they announced that it was appointed Matt Francis. So basically, what they're doing right now is assembling an all-star team. All right, an all-star team. They got Ryan Cohen. All right, he's most likely going to be the head of the executive branch of all the members in the board. He got 2 co-founding members from Chewy on the board as well. Now he got this guy from ex-Amazon technology officer. They're assembling a great team right now, and so this turnaround play can actually be a legit turnaround play. So for anybody that's kind of worrying if like you know, if this is like turning from a meme stock to like a legitimate company right now from all the moves that they're doing. You know, with all the attention that GME is getting from the mainstream media, from all these retail investors, and with all the money that's being reinvested into the company right now, they could do some damage. They can do some serious damage. They can actually. What I'm thinking is that GameStop, will try to acquire another e-commerce, not e-commerce, but online gaming community. Maybe something like similar to Steam. They might be able to do something like that. If you guys don't know what Steam is, I could show you right now. So this is like going a bit deeper into the fundamentals of the company. All right. Yes, I know you guys want me to just pump GME. You want me to tell everybody to have diamond hands and hold, but you know, this is also important. We want to look at the company as a whole, because if I'm going to hold this for the long term, I'm going to make sure that these guys are actually doing good stuff. Imagine if like some news comes out that says Ryan Cohen just sold off everything. You know, he wants to just make some money and leave. Definitely, I wouldn't be holding at that point. So right now I'm going to show you some Steam. Steam is basically an online community of. I just wanted to show you real quick. All right, so this is Steam. So for anybody that is just like kind of in this for the memes, I'm doing a little bit of fundamental research into here. So this is Steam. All right, basically it's like a subscription-based platform where you can play, you know, free games as well as like you can pay, like you can buy these games here. Like this one would cost you $6, and these games are more independent type of video games. They're not like name brand like Xbox and PS4. So if GameStop can do something like this, you know, they have, if we browse into their game categories, they have all of these different types of, you know, I've used Steam. I use Steam to play Jackbox, and you know, I don't really want to get into it, but you know, Steam is like a $1 billion company as well. So a lot of upside for what GameStop is doing right now. So I'm gonna jump back into the chat. What are you guys up to? So I'm getting a super chat here. Is it too late to buy more GME? if you guys bought, it's tough for me to call. All right. So when it came to my investment initially, I wanted to, ride the short squeeze, I want to make a lot of money from the short squeeze. And definitely I could have sold a long time ago, but I have diamond hands, so I'm holding. So is it too late to jump in right now? There is still a possible play for a short squeeze. Is this the end of the short squeeze? I don't believe it is, but it's just going to be a lot harder because of all the restrictions all of these different brokerages are putting on us. All right. Right now, I think the last time I checked, let me see the messages here. I'm trying to look at Robinhood. That's February 1st. There's still some restrictions here. I'm not sure which one it is. All right, so this is from the Robinhood. If Robinhood and all these other brokerages are going to continue to limit our buys, our ability to buy, definitely the short squeeze is going to take a lot longer for this short squeeze to happen. And these hedge funds are going to be able to, close out their positions a lot easier. So GME at 100 shares, 100 contracts. This is all we're able to do as of today, or as of this post that I'm seeing here. So is it still too late? Like I said, make sure you know what you're doing before you go in. All right. I put in over $10,000 into GME over last week. All right. So I bought in at $90.63. I bought 100 shares. So, let's do some quick math here. $63 times 100 is going to be obviously 9,000 plus my option contract is like 2,300. So yeah, I went in a little bit over. Yeah, this was roughly around there. I went in a little bit over $10,000. So I'm at $11,300. And I was like, after that happened, I'm like saying, hey, I'm not going to put in any more. This is as much as I can handle. This is all the risk that I have. I'm seeing, I don't understand why you guys have to ask me questions like, is it still too late to buy in? Is it still too late to buy in? If you go on to Wall Street Bets, you'll see posts like this. This guy is down 59,000. It's very similar to me. I'm down roughly 54,000. This guy's still holding, but all of his position is in GameStop. And there's a lot of other people just buying in today as well. Who is still buying AMC? There are only two priorities: inequity and climate change. This is Chamath and AMC, diamond hands. All right, so let's look at the most traded stocks in Europe at De Janeiro broker. All right, this is probably one of the bigger brokerages in Europe. These are all the different countries here. GameStop is by far a majority of them. Oh, we got Neo up in there. So, yes, like I said, make sure if you're reading the mainstream media, you have to look at who is putting out these types of content. Myself, I take most of my information from, independent news outlets on YouTube. This is still going back into what I was talking about earlier, just the fundamental improvements that GameStop is making. So even if you're in it for the memes or if you're in it for the actual fundamentals, something is stewing, something is happening within the company. Oh, we got Nessie Hype. He's saying he's down 4 million, but I'm still holding baby. That is something that I have to confirm later on. You gotta shoot me a DM, man. I need to see your portfolio. It's I don't see a lot of people that's following me that have over $4 million to lose. So it's a little bit hard to believe. I'm not saying you're lying, but I mean, that's just something that you got to confirm. So, we got our most favorite adult actress up in here. We have Miss Khalifa up in here telling us to buy Nokia. As the great Ben, I don't know if you guys can see this, this is hilarious. As the great Ben Graham once said, when your favorite actress suggests buying a stock, you should invest all your money into it immediately. All right. So one other comment is, oh, look at this. We have Japan is still has your back, bought more GME at the open. So when you're asking me questions like, am I still buying? Personally, I'm not buying anymore. Is it okay for you to buy? I can't make that decision. You can see online the community is still purchasing more GME at this level. If you guys the other day I told you guys to go watch this movie called The Big Short. Oh man, click the wrong link. Come on, buddy. All right, this is The Big Short, man. We got, can you guys see this? We got Christian Bale. We got Steve Carell. We have, what's this guy's name? Ryan Gosling. And we have Brad Pitt. The Big Short happened in 2008. This is the financial crisis of 2008, where basically the real estate market came crashing down. I know a lot of you guys are most likely were pretty young when it happened, but this was big news, all right? And what happened during this time? The banks that, caused all of these issues, they got bailed out. They got bailed out by who? They got bailed out by us, because the government had to give them money. And where does the government give them money? They get money from their taxpayers. So, this is why the movement is so strong today. We're trying to, make something right here. Super chat from Anthony. Yo, welcome. My boy Anthony. I talk to this guy a lot on Instagram. All right, let's see what he says. My $1 million portfolio is down to 300K. GME took 600. GME took a 655K. So, at one point in time, this guy was up $1 million. I know he does a lot with his option contracts. I'm not sure if he made money from it, but I know he lost some money as well because of the Robinhood restrictions. So, take it. You're strong, man. I know you can take this one. There's still be more money to be made. All right. That's one thing that I want to let you guys know. Yes, GME is the topic of today, but there's still a lot of great other investments in the stock market. You just got to look for them. All right. If GME was the only reason why you're investing in the stock market, then you have to really, you're not really considered an investor. You're more of a gambler, in my opinion. All right. Looking at some of my stocks that I own, these companies, a lot of them are great quality companies. Some of them growth as well, like Square. You can see I'm up $1,000 off of Square, off of a $3,000 investment. You can still make money from other companies from the stock market, depending on what type of, depending on where you want to go, where you want to put your money. All right, so right now we're just going through the super chat. We have 2,389 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining. But we only have less than 300 likes. Drop a like. If everybody dropped a like, we can get that to 2,000 likes instantly. All right, so right now I'm going into the chat and we're looking at some of the questions. So, all right, this is a great comment here. How do I feel about ARK Invest? ARK Invest is a great ETF. So the only ETFs that I own right now are like the S&P 500 ETF, but let's take a look at ARK Invest. ARK Invest is run by Kathy Woods. All right, so let's take a look at ARK Invest. This is the main one that most people are invested in. So I think this is a great start for anybody that wants to jump into investing in the stock market, just because I know a lot of you guys are newer. A lot of you guys like innovation. A lot of you guys like technology. ARK Invest is like right up your alley. Just go do some due diligence on it. But basically, these are the holdings for ARK Invest. All right. They got Tesla, Roku. So let's say you don't want to buy all of these companies individually, but you can invest in an ETF that owns all of these companies. So basically, you're buying into shares of all of these companies. An ETF is basically a basket of stocks, and ARK Invest, this is the basket of stocks that you'll be getting if you buy into ARK. We have Zillow Group. Zillow Group is basically, if you guys like to do research on homes, I'm a real estate investor, so I use Zillow as one of the companies that I use all the time. Zillow, I actually use them to help me rent out, find tenants for my property. So Spotify is doing big things. They got Joe Rogan podcast. So I know a little bit about every single one of these companies. I'm not an expert into any single one. I didn't do that much due diligence into each and every single one, but definitely I know a little bit out of every single one of these companies. Like before GME was such a big topic in the news, ARK Invest was in the news every single day. Kathy Woods is a genius investor, so go look it up. Go look them up because I think you would be surprised, especially if you guys really want to, make, ARK Invest is a growth ETF. So anybody investing in that, that's what they're trying to do with their investments. All right, so I'm getting a lot of comments about AMC and about GME as well. So I'm assuming there's another nice little pump going on. All right, so we got GME over $100. Man, and it's down just like that. So, these meme stocks, they're going to be volatile from today. Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, again, is another all the option contracts are going to be expiring on Friday again. So potentially there might be a potential gamma squeeze on Friday if that happens. But GameStop needs to be over $115 for that to happen. $115 is a key level for GameStop. That's why last Friday was a big win for us. We kept GameStop over, I think it was like $200. February 1st, and yeah, definitely. January 29th, GameStop was at $300. So Friday was a big win for us. Over the weekends, a lot of people got cooled down their emotions, cooled down their heads. So I think that's why we're seeing a little bit of a sell-off here on this week. Let's see if there's any more news articles coming out of Wall Street Bets here. What do you guys think of, these new hires? I think this really makes GME a potential investment for future, but definitely not at $300 price levels. Maybe, yeah, roughly $900. I mean, $90 is okay, but I think lower. If GME really dips down lower, potentially I might be buying in more. All right, so a lot of people are having mixed feelings about GME, and everybody is saying go buy AMC. So, like I said, AMC, damn. All right, it looks like AMC and GME are starting to go their separate ways. GME's at $9. Last week, its high was, its high of $16. So we're still like $7 away from his all-time high here. Man, good for you guys. Anybody that's in AMC, over this last 2 days, you guys have seen a steady increase in the price action. What do you guys think? I'm seeing Portnoy bought AMC again. David Portnoy, I made a I made a video about David Portnoy yesterday. All right, go follow me on my Twitter, guys. Go follow me on my Twitter. I only got 1,000 followers on Twitter. So I'm gonna look at Dave Portnoy because this guy, he sold out, man. He was one of the generals in this war, and he sold out. So I'm not sure. People are saying that he bought back in. This would be the most electric stream of all time to be part of. Nope. All right, Dave Portnoy is not a suit. You can call Dave Portnoy a lot of things: multimillionaire, dead ringer for Bradley Cooper, a U.S. Open champion, a Triple Crown winner. Heck, you can even call him that word if you want to, but you cannot call him a suit. Yesterday, David S. Portnoy announced that he sold popular meme stocks like AMC, Nokia, and Naked. He bought at the absolute high and sold at the absolute low for a $700,000 loss. Like many others, Portnoy got absolutely wrecked over by Robinhood, Vlad, Steve Cohen, and the other suits responsible for the criminal activity events of last week when they shut him down, supposedly the free market. Oh no, can you guys read that? There are some vile things being said about Portnoy on Twitter. You're a suit, perhaps paper hands Portnoy. You turned your back on us. While we understand your frustration, you're directing your anger at the wrong person. Focus on the actual suits who are the reasons you're messing we're in the mess. They're the ones who made money off of you with an almost $1 million loss. Portnoy lost arguably more than anyone. Portnoy could have quietly sold and told nobody like his suit would have, but that's not who this man is. This man is honest as he is tan, and he is really tan. Portnoy won't leave Twitter and high like Steve Cohen did. He'll take this undeserved beating and be chugging along as he runs the company and investment firm and raising money for everyday Americans. We have no further comment at this time. That's hilarious. Barstool Sports Fund has raised $34 million for struggling small business. So, this guy's doing big things. Does he deserve to be? Does he deserve to get hated this much? I would say medium. I'll say medium, because he did tell a lot of people to buy into these companies. So, you have to always question who you're watching. Even you got to question me as well. Like, I could honestly sell today, which I will not sell today, but you got to really question who you're, watching, who you're following. This is why you should be making trades based off your own situation, not other people's situation. We got a super chat from Dominic. All right, shorties have up to this Friday to cover call options for the last week. I'm expecting a lot of buying from both GME and AMC this Thursday and Friday. I honestly expect the same exact thing. All right, so this guy actually, great comment. I honestly expect the same thing. Friday, this Thursday and Friday are going to be big days for GME and all these other meme stocks. But, I'm not a fan. Like, I'm not a big fan of all the other meme stocks, honestly. GME is where it's at. GME is like a one-in-a-lifetime chance. Friday, if Robinhood and all these other brokerages if these guys lifted their restrictions, I think GME will start to moon again, just like right before the last squeeze. But if there is a restriction, it's going to be really tough on us. And all we can do as like investors is hold. Everybody in the mainstream media is starting to put fear and doubt into a lot of us, which is working. Honestly, is really working. Yesterday, I was feeling pretty down. Like, what would you do if you lost $40,000, $50,000? You would feel pretty down. But definitely, I'm going to keep everybody's spirits up. This is not all about the money, right? Yes, a big part of it is the money, but it's not all about the money at this point. All right, so I'm hearing that Robinhood already lifted restrictions on GME. I know that they lifted a lot of the restrictions, but let's see. Can someone confirm that? Yeah, like from what I'm looking at, people can only buy 100 shares. So yes, they did lift the restrictions because it's a lot higher, but we want whales to be buying GME at this point in time. All right. Yes, like I could probably buy 100 shares of GME right now. That's like what, $90 to $9,000 to $10,000. We want someone to come in and buy 10,000 shares, 20,000 shares, 100,000 shares, not just 100 shares. Yeah, 100 shares. I'm seeing GME 100 shares max. So I can't even buy any more shares at this time just because I already have 100 shares. And no way in hell am I going to buy 100 contracts. That is insane. Dominic, thank you for another super chat. This guy's going ham with the donations. GME is the grandma of all squeezes. AMC is a great buy at this price, regardless of squeeze. Holding costs nothing. Definitely 100% agree. Shorties pay millions to hold. Right now, a lot of the short sellers that are borrowing money to hold on to their GME, AMC as well. Like Dominic said, yes, they are bleeding out. They're paying millions of dollars every single day to continue to hold out and not close their positions. This is like one of the shining lights. This is one of the things that is giving people hopium. Hopium is it's a real word from it's a real word from the Wall Street Bets community. It's basically like a drug, the drug of hope. So the only thing that I can do is, base my research off and my due diligence off of, this collective group's research. All right. I'm making the best decisions from the research that I can pull in together and from everybody else, and I'm thinking everybody else has to do the same. Don't just take one person's opinion and assume that it's fact. Make sure you double check it, make sure you confirm it with other sources. Look at everybody's opinion and then come out with the best one for yourself. Because there's a lot of stupid people in Wall Street bets. All right, so anybody that watched the The Big Short, like I told you guys to, like 3 days ago, this was the scene. This was the epic scene in the movie, or one of the epic scenes in the movie. This is the process that we're all at right now. We're feeling it. We're like, what? Why has the squeeze not come? Why is everybody? Why is the government, the SEC? It feels like everybody is against us right now, and the squeeze should have been here by now. So this is the exact feeling that Michael Burry, he's an actual person. He shorted the real estate crash, the financial crisis of 2008. He made billions of dollars off of shorting that. And from his research, he knew that it was down, it was doomed. But the government at that time was literally holding up the entire economy. So there was a lot of fraud, there was a lot of manipulation going on. So this is not new. This is not brand new. This has been done in the past before. And yes, the short squeeze of 2021, I don't think it's over. There's still a chance. There's still an opportunity there, and I'm still in it. All right, we got a super chat from Drake. 35% up on Naked. All right, let's check out Naked here. Naked is another meme stock, a bathing suit company, I believe. Naked brand. All right, you guys are seeing a big pop. So the one thing about Naked was, just a month ago, I'm pretty sure, just a month ago, this is a penny stock. So I'm not invested into any penny stocks. I don't do research on penny stocks just because, with my channel, and I have about 140,000 people on my subscribe to me right now, and on Instagram, on Twitter as well, all my social medias. If I told everybody, hey, today you got to buy XYZ stock, I think I might be able to pump the stock a few pennies here. So, I'm not saying that to brag or anything. I just don't want to be responsible in that way for making people lose money, because, penny stocks is going to be very volatile and people can lose a lot of money investing in a company like this. So, I don't promote it. I don't talk about penny stocks on the channel. And definitely this isn't something that I will be putting money in. But, anybody that got in last month, you guys are making a big gain, man. So Naked saw a high of $2.89. And right now it's hovering around the $1 range. But today was a big day for anybody that invested in Naked. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I'm not invested in Naked. I still believe all of these other meme stocks, they're just going to follow. They're going to follow right behind GameStop. Whatever happens with GameStop, AMC is just going to follow right behind. BlackBerry, all these companies, they're caught in that vortex. And we're seeing a nice move up here. Hopefully it's not because I'm not telling anybody to buy, but dude, we're up 13% on the day. So I'm happy. I'm happy. All right, so I'm in the chat. We're going to talk with the chat. We're going to go look at some of the donations here. So we got a Warp Star Shop. And he's saying SPCE. SPCE, that sounds really familiar. All right, so this, I remember Virgin Galactic as well. Virgin Galactic was another company that was being heavily shorted. So let's pull up that list. Most shorted stocks. I'll drop this list definitely in the chat for you guys. I know you guys love following me in on this. So I just dropped the chat for this same exact website, but if you guys want me to go over this really quickly. So GameStop is still up here all the way at the top. Float percentage is sitting at 226. So I'm thinking this float is a lot higher now because a lot of people are starting to come back to short the GameStop even more now. And if, like we said, if a lot of people hold, GameStop will still be up there. So going down here, Bed Bath & Beyond is the third highest. I'm pretty sure Space Virgin Galactic is up here somewhere. So companies like this move often. VV. So you can probably see a lot of these companies talked about on social media. Macy's, JCPenney. JCPenney's going out of business, man. I don't know if anybody should be investing in JCPenney. Workhorse. Workhorse was big. Maybe 6 months ago, everybody was talking about Workhorse. I remember that one. SunPower Corp. I know some influencers talk about SunPower Corp, but definitely, like, you know, there's a reason why, you know, a lot of people choose iPhone. There's a lot of reasons why people choose like the best things, the best companies to invest their money in. And right now, for a short squeeze, GME is going to be on the top of the list. All right. If anybody wanted a cell phone, I'll tell them to go buy an iPhone. If someone told me what's the best shorted stock that everybody can go in on a short squeeze, I'm going to say GME. So there's reasons why people do the things they do. And definitely, I think, you know, on Wall Street Bets, like we talked about many times in the past, there's a lot of misinformation going out right now. There's a lot of distractions. If you are one of those people that are getting really distracted, really going into all these other companies, you know, GME is on it's on another level compared to all those other companies, in my opinion. All right, so I'm going to reset the room really quickly. We've been going live for 46 minutes. Welcome. If you guys are brand new and just joined, don't feel free to subscribe to the channel. Right now, we're covering all of the breaking news that is going on with GME, all the price actions that's going on with GME and some of the other meme stocks. If any of you guys are invested in them, let me know. If you guys have not liked the video yet, don't forget to like the video. If all 3,000 of you guys like this video right now, that like counter will go up like crazy. Also, anybody that wants to get out of Robinhood, I feel you. I feel your pain. I'm going to link to. I'm going to put a link really quickly for anybody that wants to get out of Robinhood. I have a link to. Give me 1 second. Webull. Webull is the brokerage that I will be most likely investing some money into as well. Let me link this real quick. I'm going to pin the message. If you looked at the pin message all the way at the top there, that is to my Webull link. You guys can get some free stocks. I don't know why people don't like free stocks. I literally signed up to every single brokerage to collect a free stock. Like, free money is free money. I don't know why people wouldn't sign up. All right, so we're going to jump into the chat. Everybody is saying all these different meme stock companies are flying. All right, yes, I get it. A lot of these meme stock companies are flying. There must be something going on in the background. Maybe it's because a lot of people are holding. Maybe it's because of a lot of other reasons. Man, 16% is no joke on Virgin Galactic. All right, my last rant when it comes to Virgin Galactic. How many of you guys want to go into space? How many of you guys are willing to get on a spaceship and fly into outer space? Let me know. That is my thoughts on Virgin Galactic. I haven't experienced and went to all the places on Earth yet. Why would I need to go to outer space? That's not something I want to do. I mean, it sounds cool that people want to go to outer space, but definitely you got to be careful what you wish for. GME is seeing another little spike, peaking at $104. I would say if we could close above $115 today, that would be a big win for us. You know, we're seeing a lot of short ladder attacks again and again and again. Monday was, you know, evident that the short ladder attack, you know, man, Robinhood has really bad charts here. This was last week's short ladder attack, dropped us all the way to 126. A lot of people kept buying at 126. Like, if you bought at 126, I mean, if you bought at 132, 126, why would you not want to buy more at $91? Doesn't make any sense. That's just my thoughts. We have Cesar Lopez. As a NASA employee, space is awesome. Yes, completely agree with you. looking at the stars is like really spiritual to me. Space is very, I experience space through video, through like movies, through articles. Like I love learning about, different planets and like how like the sun affects every single planet. Pluto is not even a planet anymore. That was like the breaking news of a few years ago. It's just I wouldn't want to travel into outer space. That's all. All right. We are jumping back into the chat. Everybody is, spent. This chat is going off hard right now. Let's see some diamond hands. Let's see some diamond hands. Let me know if you guys sold. Like, please be honest. If you guys sold, just be honest about it. It's completely okay to sell. Do you know the exact number of shorted stocks? Some say 39%, some say 220%, and some say 88%. I don't know what to believe right now. Please, I'm dying. So, there are conspiracy theories about the shorted interest, the shorted stocks as well. And there's a lot of misinformation outside going into all of these other like firms that do all the data for that type of stuff. Talking to Humphrey Yang on Brian Jung's live stream, the last time I talked to him, he said the short interest was around 50% to 40%. There's just way too much misinformation. On top of that, if you are really thinking like these hedge funds are manipulating what's going on right now, they could report fake information as well. Like for hedge funds and for these analysts and stuff like that to report misinformation, they only get fined. And those fines will cost less than how much these short sellers are going to be losing. So that's just my conspiracy theory when it comes to this. Like I wouldn't trust it 100%, but definitely you have to do your own research. There's different firms out there, all right, that are like reporting this information, and not all of them are 100% accurate. So like Finviz is something that I use, finviz.com. Finviz.com is a great resource for any research that you guys want to do on any of these stocks. So I just dropped that into the chat if you guys want to take a look at that. When you look at the markets today, this is a heat chart of the entire stock market, and it's pretty mixed right now. Some red, we're seeing some green. The biggest sector that's going off today is technology. It's always going to be technology. And we're going to go into GME, and we're going to look at the short interest just to ease some of you guys' frustrations here. Like, I get it, man. I get it. I'm frustrated too, man. I lost over 50,000. All right, so I might be more frustrated than some of you guys. So I'm gonna minimize myself here. You guys don't need to see my pretty face. Short interest. So on Finviz is still at 121. This is obviously not going to be the most up to date. I think if you're doing like a paid service to one of these like data firms, they would have the most up to date information. Short float here is still at 120. Like it's just so much misinformation going on with the short interest on Wall Street Bets. It's hard to say. But definitely I will keep in mind what you're saying, and I will definitely look back into it. We got another dono that I'll be looking into. So thank you for the donation, Christopher. We got holding strong on my small investments on GME, AMC, and AML. Liked and subbed. Brian Jung sent me here. Welcome. This is one of Brian Jung's top soldiers, maybe. Welcome to the live stream. I'm just here to go over any information that is breaking news that's coming out or not coming out. And short interest is one of those things that it's really tough for a normal retail investors to get into, just because, like I said, misinformation. All right, so I'm going to if you guys see any breaking news, let me know. All right, we got Roaring Kitty just tweeted GME. So anybody that doesn't know who Roaring Kitty is, this is deep effing value. He lost over $20 million in the last day because of yesterday. Basically, he holds At one point in time, he was up $50 million on his investment into GME. I don't believe that he's invested into any other meme stock, but definitely he is one of the main players. He is one of the main players in what is going on right now. He's the one that discovered that GME was shorted over 140%. And he went in pretty hard early on. He was one of the first original buyers of GME. So we're going to go into Roaring Kitty. For the leader, he has a hilarious name. I don't know if this is fake news or not. All right, so 1 hour ago, Roaring Kitty. So let's take a look at what he posted. So this is what he looks like. This is deep value. We're putting a face to the name here. He typed in GME bull thesis primary points. I like the stock. That's all you need to know. That's why he's holding it. It looks like, what day was this posted? This was July 24th. He was looking at GameStop at $4. So I'm assuming this is just like a repost. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about deep value right now? Like, you guys have to trust me. A lot of people are not selling because he didn't sell. You know, a lot of people wait every single day. A lot of people wait for him to post his update on GME. And they just wait to see if he sold or not. That is how dedicated some of the guys on Wall Street Bets are to this man. So I know a lot of people are wondering when I'm going to sell. And like I said, I'm holding. I might be one of I might be one of those guys that are waiting for him to sell before I sell. All right, so we have some information. He already sold half of his calls. He's already cashed $13 million. That is something that I have to find out. If you guys have any information about that, shoot it my way. Definitely that's something that I want to see. All right, so this is a great comment here. Volume is 30 million. Nothing has changed. So one thing that we discovered over the last week, or I discovered over the last week, is volume when it comes to GME. Let's jump into the charts so I can better explain this. So we're in the GME chart on Robinhood right now. So volume is a key indicator of a short seller attack. All right. We're going to have to jump into the show me more. So on average, let's see, on average volume is 100 million on average volume for GME. And over the last few days now, it's been roughly 30 million on Monday. Yesterday was a little bit higher. It was around 70 million. I think a lot of people had paper hands yesterday. A lot of retail investors got out. But today, we're back at 21 million. The day's not over yet. We still have a few more hours until close, but definitely, I think a lot of people are holding. All right, this is the average volume over the last, I'm not sure how many days, but definitely the volume over the last day today is only 21 million. That means not a lot of people are making moves when it comes to GME. And this indicates a lot that there's a short seller attack going on, which is, looks pretty, it's not, maybe right here there was a short seller attack, but you know, that is, you won't know when a short seller attack happens until after the fact. All right, we got 4,000 people in the live stream. Welcome, guys. Welcome. If you guys are brand new, my name is Bruce Wang. You guys might have seen me on Brian Jung's live streams. Brian Jung is going crazy. He's doing the people's work on his live stream. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Brian Jung yet, go give him a call out, because that guy is doing the people's work here. And, you know, I'm also trying to help out as much as I can. Definitely, Brian Jung is all about AMC. That's his main investment into this meme stock movement that we're in. I am more of the GME, and definitely I want you guys to have your focus on GME. Yes, all these other meme stocks are great, you know, but GME is where it's at. All right, Dominic's, he is pumping he's really working his wallet here today. He cashed out his options because those were expiring on January 21 anyways. He holds the rest. He could have sold if he wants when GME was at 400 plus. All right, this needs to be up twice. So Dominic's, he's really familiar. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter or something. Definitely, if you're a part of the Wall Street Bets mods, maybe. It seems like he is. But yes, so he is confirming that he did cash out. Definitely, that is something that I'm worried about as well. I'm cashing out on my options contract. So my option contract expires. Let's jump into my chart here. My option contract expires on the 19th. And I obviously want this to be in the money. Right now, I'm out of the money. This needs to be over, for me to be break even, this needs to be over $140. So one thing that I want you guys to know is that I will be cashing this out eventually. Definitely if it goes over 140 and it comes closer to February 19th, when the day that this expires, I would have to make the best monetary decision at that day, which most likely would be to cash out on this. Just a heads up, all right? Playing with options is completely different than holding stock. Right now, if you really want to participate in the short squeeze, holding stock is the best option. Doing margin trading and everything, doing options trading, you need a lot more experience to learn how to effectively make money off that way. All right, we got another dono. We had 4,000 people up here. So you guys, I'm broadcasting this comment to 4,000 people, guys. What do you think on APHA? You're good. Thanks. Thank you, Dennis. I have no opinion on ADHA, APHA, but I will shoot that on the screen really quickly to just understand what is going on. So, I love to figure out what is going on in the news. APHA, it looks like a cannabis stock. I was around the time, around the original cannabis stock pump around 2018, I believe. So it was crypto pumped a lot in 2012, 2017. I held through that. All right. And, these diamond hands held through the crypto crash of 2017, guys. I bought crypto at 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, rode it up to 20, held all the way when it crashed to $3,000. And now let's jump into the crypto. Let's jump into Bitcoin price. This is why I love long form content. All right. You guys can really see what I'm all about. You guys know when there's like BS in the air. When I'm talking BS, you guys will 100% know. Sometimes, stuff like that will come out eventually just because, I'm talking so long, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm speaking the truth here. Bitcoin is sitting at $36,000. So I held Bitcoin when it was at 3,000, bought a little bit, and I've held all the way to 36,000, and it really paid off. That's what I'm hoping for GME as well. I'm going to be holding the short squeeze. Eventually, I believe it'll come, unless like these short sellers like figure out a way to manipulate the markets even more. Definitely, I think holding out is the best option for myself right now. All right, so Kevin, thank you for the dono. I'm broadcasting your comment to 4,300 people right now. Kevin is saying just to support. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Anthony, back in here again. Again, I'm broadcasting this comment to 4,000 people. Here's one more, brother. GME to $120 today. Like I said, if GME closes at $115 today, I believe that would be a big win for us. This is not just a in America type situation right now. This is a global pandemic. GME is a global pandemic right now, and we need as many people behind us as possible. So all the paper hands, you guys might need to leave the chat right now. I'm a little bit disappointed in you guys, but eventually you guys will be forgiven. All right, we got another Dominic. Thank you for another super chat. Short interest for GME was 113% as of yesterday. The reason for the 53% short interest is because the S3 firm changed its formula for SI. I'm going to post this again, guy. So Dominic is spitting facts right now. He is helping the chat with this relevant information. So S3 firm changed the formula to S short interest 2 days ago. All right, so short interest is still way above 100%, well above 100%. S3 Partners, I think they might have some type of relationship with S3 firm. Short interest, GME. All right, so this is S3 Partners. This is who we were talking about. So they changed, all right? They changed the formula for GameStop, and they said that the short interest was a lot lower. Potentially, this might be another form of manipulation. I can't read that fast, but this is, I'll link this, guys, for you in the comments below. This is what I love. Like, we all can share information. We can all get up to date, but this is what they published. And yes, from yesterday, there's been a lot of news in the there's been a lot of news in the media here. The mainstream media, man, like I said, you can't trust them 100%. They're saying short interest fell, free floating shares from 114 mid-January, according to IHS Market. So IHS Market is another paid platform where they do a lot of these data research as well. Fun fact, Chamath also uses this company for his data. With GameStop, short sales have fallen about 50%. So apparently, if you guys recalculated the short interest with the original formula, short interest should still be above 100%. So this is great news. This is good news for everybody that is still holding out on the short squeeze. Definitely, this is something that I will have to go I have to research more into this. This is the first time I'm seeing this, because before it was just rumors, but now we are seeing accurate information here. I love it, man. If you guys can spread accurate information, this is all I want to do on the channel. Spreading accurate information, not trying to put more misinformation out there, because there's already a lot. So what does this mean if the short interest is still above, if it's still above 100%? This means that, there's still a potential way to squeeze these hedge funds, as long as, all the retail investors that have been buying hold their position. Hold the line is what is being repeated over and over again over the last few days. And yes, it is getting harder and harder to hold the line. But, for anybody that has lost a lot of money already, I feel you. I've lost a lot of money too. But for anybody that's coming in now, it's going to be a lot easier, just because the prices, the prices are down a lot over originally highs of $400, almost $500 to now. This looked like a big sale, 75% down from its all-time high. So we've been going live for now over 1 hour. We have 4,400 people in the live stream concurrently viewing. We got 1,000 likes. Thank you guys for all the likes. Drop a like if you guys haven't yet. I'm going to reset the room really quickly. So I'm Bruce Wang. We're going over GME, and I'm having an actual conversation with the chat. One thing that on Brian Jung's live stream, I can't read the chat because it's going off so fast. But, with a community of people speaking at, a relatively good level here, I'm able to see what you guys are actually trying to say. So this is amazing. It's a double-edged sword when you have so many people watching you at the same time. So we are, Dominic, shout out, man. You're doing a great job. This guy's donating so much money to the channel. And on top of that, he's giving us accurate information with short interest. Short interest is still well above 100%, which is great news for everybody. Still invested in GameStop, hoping for a short squeeze to happen either this week or next week. The big days that you really have to... one fact that I know 100% is true. A lot of people are leaving Robinhood, all right? So for people to transfer their funds from Robinhood to another brokerage like Fidelity or Schwab, it takes a few days for that to happen, all right? So you're going to see this mass movement of people moving from Robinhood to these other brokerages, and because of that, they're not able to trade in between these days. Then they probably won't. If everybody, let's say, for example, transferred their funds on Friday, They might not be able to trade Monday. They might not be able to, get all their money in on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But, it takes a few business days. So maybe Thursday and Friday might be some days that people are starting to continuing their buying pressure, especially with bigger brokerages that, are well more capitalized than Robinhood. Because Robinhood, we all know they're having their liquidity issues. That's the reason. That's the main reason why they're not letting us buy more GME at the moment. We have another super chat. I'm broadcasting you to 4,500 people right now. Do you personally think GME will rise? Personally, I do not think that the short squeeze has already been squeezed. I feel like there's still an opportunity here, and if not, if the short squeeze is over, all right, this is hypothetically speaking, I still think GameStop has a potential play with all of the moves that they've been making. GME could be a potential buy for the future if Ryan Cohen does complete a turnaround, does keep hiring an all-star team onto their board, into their company. If we take a look at Chewy really quickly. This is Ryan Cohen's original company that he started. Chewy is a $43 billion market cap company. All right. If you guys don't know what Chewy is, basically they are a e-commerce business mainly focused in pets like cats, dogs. They will ship food to you. I personally use Chewy myself. I get my cat food delivered to me once a month, so I don't have to. I'd rather buy my pet food from Chewy than on Amazon. Think about that. Amazon, they make everything so easy, but Chewy's customer service, their customer relationship is so much better. And I think they're going to be bringing that type of effort, that type of mentality also to GameStop and potentially flip this company around. So there's definitely there's a lot of directions that GameStop can take. Anybody that is trying to just get in the short squeeze, I don't believe it happened yet. So that's one thing. On the other hand, there is a potential turnaround play with GameStop right now. All right, so everybody is starting to say these companies are these meme stock companies are starting to jump up in price. So let's take a look at GameStop one more time. GameStop is sitting at $102. I'm liking this pattern here, up and to the right. That's all we need. Let's take a look at AMC. The one thing that AMC has on GME is that the price of the stock looks cheap, comparable to GME. And that's because it's only cost $10 to get in. That's tough. I would not go buying into AMC based off of because it's $9. That's hard to say, right? Market cap is still at $4 billion here. There's definitely a lot of correlation between AMC and GME, but I think the main reason why a lot of people are buying into AMC is because it costs $9 rather than, GME at $100 plus now. All right, so right now I am looking back into the chat. You guys are throwing major comments into there. We got almost 5,000 people watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Bruce Wang. If you guys are not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. Also, anybody that is thinking about transferring or already is transferring from Robinhood, I have a link to Webull pinned all the way at the top of the chat, and you guys can switch to Webull to get some free stocks. I just got some free stocks the other day, and those free stocks were worth, I think, $30. So right now we are in the chat. I'm looking at a lot of the comments here. Everybody wants me to talk a lot about these other companies, man. So like I said, Wall Street Bets, this is the main, I'm seeing a lot of distraction here. A lot of people want to talk about other companies, and I get it. But I do not want to have you guys, distracted. The main focus, I really want to have 80% of this live stream is on GME. Do I think this is the same with the short squeeze that happened in 2008 with Volkswagen? So Billy Vibes, thank you for that, Dono. So if you guys don't know what happened in Volkswagen, All right. In 2008, all right. The last time I said 2018, but it was not 2018. 2008. As GameStop plunges, Volkswagen's 2008 short squeeze leaves an idea. Are you kidding me? What the? I hate ads, man. All right, so I'm looking for a reputable source here. Give me a second, guys. So I'm gonna pull up a chart. This is the Volkswagen AG share price during the short squeeze of 2008. So this is one of the main reasons why, or one of the factors that made me really think about short squeezes, because I never nothing came to me when it came about short squeezes. There was a short squeeze on Tesla last year. There was a short squeeze on Tilray, the cannabis company, a few years before that. But this is the first one that I was a part of and am a part of. But previously, the major short squeeze that happened was at Volkswagen in 2008. The share price jumped from, these are in European dollars. It went from $200 something all the way to almost $1,000. This short squeeze caused Volkswagen to become valued, one of the most valuable companies in the stock market on that day. So if a short squeeze does happen, it could be very similar to Volkswagen. It honestly could be very similar, but from the looks of it, there's just so many different factors right now, just because social media wasn't prevalent back in 2008 as it is now. So with that information, I think the short squeeze can still happen, but it will look a lot different. I'm not going to say it's going to look exactly like this, because we might be in this major dip. That is a lot of the information and misinformation that's going out right now, because these charts look the same, that this is exactly what will happen. But that's not, I'm not going to get your hopes up to say this will look exactly like this. But, that is one of the reasons why I started to look into this, because, history likes to repeat itself. Can this happen? Yes, it could happen. Is it likely? 50-50 in my opinion, but definitely I think it will look a lot different. All right, we're talking about the Volkswagen short squeeze. We're comparing it to what is going on in today's time. This was definitely one of the eye-opening short squeezes that, this was known as the mother of all short squeezes. This is a real thing that is going on. This is not fake news. All right, so we are, whatever you guys want me to cover, I'll be covering it. We have almost 5,000 people in here, so anybody that wants to get your comment, drop some good questions down here, and most likely your comments will be broadcasted on for everybody to see. I'm getting roasted for calling the European dollar. All right, man. It's called the euro. It's called the euro, right? All right. I just got a phone call from New York. All right, now I'm into the chat. Some guy is telling me to put $50,000. Bruce Wang, put another 50K in, or your paper hands. Get out of here, man. I'm not, I got some money saved up. I'm living comfortably, but I don't have $50,000 to put in like that, man. All right, we got a super chat. Billy Vibes is up in here. Billy Vibes, man. Thank you for donating. You're the man, dude. All the best to you, brother. All right, so if there's any breaking news coming out, you guys have to let me know, because for the last week, I've literally went on to Wall Street Bets every 30 minutes to see if anything happened. For the last week, I've had my eyes glued onto there. I personally like to. We got another dono, baby. Send you related sources for $3. I'm not exactly sure. Resources for S3. S3. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Right now, I'm back into the live stream here. All right, so CCV was pumping today. CCIV was really pumping today. We had a chat about this on the live stream with Brian. All right, so Anthony, thank you for the super chat, man. I bought 100 contracts of GME, 240,000. Already down 15K. Dude, Anthony, you know, I have like a little bit of a relationship with Anthony. This guy is the way I invest and the way Anthony invests, we're so different. And this is why it's so cool to have something like GME to bring us together, because like I can understand his risk tolerance. Like I've seen his portfolio. All right. He screenshotted his stuff for me to see. And this guy is legit, man. When he says that if he told me he bought 100 contracts, I completely believe that he bought 100 contracts. All right. So Dominic said that he sent me something on Twitter. Definitely, man. I'm on that right now, brother. So we are now in Twitter here, and we're going to be looking at some stuff here, maybe in the notifications. So if you want to send me anything, guys, this is my Twitter handle, at Bruce Wang. I wish I could get the original, Bruce Wang Twitter handle. But sorry, nope. I'm going to send you guys the actual link here if you guys want to send me anything to take a look at. But definitely, I will be looking into this. GME top news for the day. So we got a lot of Victor Cobra. That looks actually pretty interesting. So a lot of people are liking this. I mean, obviously, this is a fake Trump account, but we got another super chat. Thank you from Martin. Here we go. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. I moved from Robinhood to Schwab on Friday. Was told that Schwab on Monday that Robinhood had been denying a lot of account transfers. Look at this, man. This needs to be on here twice. Robinhood has been denying a lot of account transfers. So this has to be another reason why GME has been dipping, all right? People that want to even get out of Robinhood can't even get out of Robinhood. And it does take time to transfer money from your bank account to another brokerage. So that's 100% understandable. Almost spilled all this on my keyboard just now. Jesus. Klutz. So like I said, there is a lot of news when it comes to brokerages, transferring money and stuff. So I think that's why I'm holding. That's another reason why I'm holding. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of movement once everything settles from the transfers, and that would be a big catalyst for another big push here for GME. It's just going to take a little bit of time for all that money to change hands. We got Farfran. I'm broadcasting your message to 4,500 people. Wasn't 5 to 500 so much more than the Volkswagen squeeze? I'm not exactly sure about the Volkswagen price, but that definitely does make sense. $500 to $5 to $500. What is that? 1,000%. I'm so bad at that type of math. All right, we got another super chat from Dominic's. I mentioned you since I can't DM you. My bad. My bad. He mentioned me. I'm trying to look for my mentions. I'm not an expert when it comes to. Here we go. Maybe you're going to be in here. I'm not seeing anything, brother. Maybe I got to follow you or something, man. Hopefully you have the same. Let me see if I can find you. Not having any luck, brother. All right, like we will have to definitely. Right now, I'm trying to connect here with Dominic's. Dominic's has been a great community supporter here. I'm looking into my DMs to see if Dominic's has sent me anything. And definitely, I will try to connect with you, Dominic's, after the live stream's over. It's a lot to handle right now with everything going on. But 100%, the next time I do another live stream, you will, hopefully you can be a part of it. All right, so we got another super chat here. Put another 50K in or your paper hands. Let's go. Come on, brother. I don't got 50K to spare, dude. I think you guys are, if you look at my buying power, I only have 30K here in buying power. All right. So available margin for me, 67,000. I'm already using 10,000 in margin. Collateral, I'm already using 26,000 in collateral. Right. So if you guys want to know anything about these moves, so I basically I sold this one contract here for Alibaba, and I'm collecting, let's see, I collected $325 in premiums. That's how much I'm getting paid to let somebody borrow, what's that, $26,000. So it's not too bad, just under 2% there. That's one way for me to make money off of my my money. GME is heating up here. Let's see, guys. Is today the day that everything turns around? Is today the day that everything turns around? So GME right now, earlier today, it hit a high of $112. And it's just been continuing to hit this like $100 resistance level. And if it could really break, there's nothing stopping it, right, from breaking $112. I think just right now, a lot of people are continuing to buy. If we take a look at the volume, sell volume here, it's still really low. 21 million for the volume. Average volume is 103 million. All right, so one more dono that I want to acknowledge. Is there some value in how AMC and GME graphs seem to affect each other? So from my observation over the last week, basically whatever GME does, AMC is going to follow. That's why I'm in GME. What is the point of being in AMC when GME is the company that everybody is following? Yes, I understand that AMC is a little bit cheaper and it seems like a better value just because you can get in at a lower price point. But if we're playing percentages, if we're playing just percentages wise, it's it's tough for me to talk about AMC and buying into AMC right now. With all the talk and with all the distractions of yesterday as well, everyone was, all the social medias and all the mainstream outlets were promoting silver. You remember, like, who's buying silver? No one's buying silver. There will never be a shortage of silver. AMC, very similar to AMC, very similar to Dogecoin. I remember I bought Dogecoin. I bought 1,000 Dogecoins. And no one is talking about Dogecoin no more, right? I lost 10% of my investment already down here. I bought 1,000 Dogecoins. You guys have to know, like, a lot of these companies that are not GME, they're not going to see as massive of a short squeeze because they're not shorted over 100%. The short interest on those companies, they're a lot less. So I think the effect of the short squeeze is going to be a lot less. All right, we got we got Humphrey Yang up in here. Yo, Humphrey Yang, if you want to jump on, you can jump on. I'm broadcasting his comment right here to 4,600 people. He said, bought GME, 100 GME at $98. Let's go. All right, so Humphrey Yang, if you guys want to follow a legit content creator, Humphrey Yang is who you want to follow, man. So I'm going to give Humphrey a quick shout out here. I've been subscribed to Humphrey Yang now for at least a week plus now, 2 weeks probably. This guy's legit. I'm going to give you his... Go give this man a follow. All right. He is a legit supporter of the cause. He just bought 100 shares of GME. He's keeping the dream alive for a lot. He's keeping the dream alive for a lot of us right now, especially me. Go give that man. I've talked to him almost every day for the last week on live stream. If you guys want some more in-depth analysis, I think his last video was great. He knows a lot more about how Robinhood was restricting a lot of the buying for us. He goes into detail in his last video about that. So, this video should have like at least 10,000 plus views here. So I'm going to leave this YouTube up here for you guys to see. Humphrey Yang is legit, man. Go give him a follow. He's the king of TikTok as well, if you guys did not know. We got another super chat. If GME squeeze happens, how long will it stay high? Definitely, this is a great question. I love this question. So I believe that if there is a short squeeze and is completely successful, the short squeeze will happen and the price will be, I have my price targets. I've done a lot of limit sales at 1,000. I've done a lot of limit sales at 5,000. And I think the short squeeze will be up there for less than a day. All right. The idea is we want the short sellers to cover their position and we want them to buy back the shares at the all-time high prices. That is the idea of this movement, right? We want the short sellers to have to cover because they were greedy, and we want them to buy back at the highest price possible. But whenever a short squeeze does happen, the highest that level that it goes to only stays there for a short amount of time. So you guys have to understand like the dynamics of that. If it does shoot up to, let's say, 5,000, I don't believe that it'll be at 5,000 for a long time. It'll maybe within a few seconds to a few minutes at most. So that's why I recommend everybody. I don't recommend everybody, but so one thing for me that I'm doing is when it does happen, I will have a sell limit, at the $5,000 range, $2,500 range, $1,000 range. And, and I'll be selling like incrementally as the price goes up higher and higher. So that's how I plan to, make money off of this short squeeze. And, today is a good day to be invested in this. So, for anybody that got in yesterday and at these levels, you guys are up, man. You guys are up $10 a share. Amazing. This is why a lot of people are saying buy the dips, I guess. So we have another super chat. Thank you. Too many conspiracy theorists and fake news about GameStop. This is exactly why I love covering everything live, just so I can analyze these different mainstream media outlets, just so I can analyze these different posts, these different misinformation stuff that's going out. I like to keep everything level-headed. I like to keep everything. I'm trying not to be biased to GameStop because yes, like I really want there to be a giant short squeeze and we take all the hedge funds' money, but likely it's, there's still a chance that, this short squeeze doesn't happen. All right. I just have to be completely honest with you. All right. So Anthony, one of my big followers here, he's saying GME to 120 soon. There is, for all of you day traders out there, all right, today you guys would have made a lot of money. For all you day traders, buying and selling GameStop just for the day. Anybody that bought in at $86, sold at $108, you guys made $20 per share. That's why I love the stock market. There's so many different ways to make money. You can make money through short squeezes. You can make money through long-term investing. very short-term investing like a day trader. You can make money through dividends. You can make money selling options on the buy side and on the sell side. So if, to wrap all of this up, if you guys are just brand new to the stock market, learn about these different methods and pick the one that, best interests you, because yes, there's many ways to lose money in the markets as well. So just make sure you guys figure out what's the best situation for you, which strategy is best for you. All right, we got another super chat here. This one is pretty lengthy. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. My husband is a big gamer and he's so bummed he missed out. I invested in AMC, but I have been invested. I'm going to be broadcasting this again. I've been invested in your live since last week. Thank you. And let's make history. Definitely, this movement is still far from over. Far from over. And a lot of people are saying that they missed out. They missed out on GME. If you guys bought in GME at, $86, you guys would have a lower average cost than I do. If you guys see it right here, I'm highlighted right there. My average cost is at $90. So roughly, we're still basically at the same level right now. And I can honestly, I get it, because we see AMC at, because we see GameStop at 100, 400, between that range, you might think it's too late. But, from the research that, Dominic's has been sending me, Dominic's is, big. He's big on this chat today. He's helped us out a lot. A lot of the short interest is still over 100%. So that is good news for all of us. That is really good news for all of us. That means a short squeeze is more likely to happen than not. We need to buy 2 GMCs. Right now, I'm jumping back into the chat. Let me know what price that you guys got in on GME, on AMC. I would love to know, just the average price that everybody got in. Because if you guys are stranded at $400, $300, we have to go back to rescue you guys. So I really need to know where you guys all at with that. AMC is seeing a big push today. Look at this. 22% for anybody that got in today. But yes, down 20% for anybody that got in the last week. These companies, the GMC, AMC, these are going to be in the news. Even though the mainstream media is saying that this is over, I think these companies are still going to be in the news for the foreseeable future until until we know exactly if the short squeeze is over or not. All right. So this could take at least another week to 2 weeks, maybe even longer. One of the strategies I believe the short sellers, the hedge funds are using is they're using time on their side. All right. They're waiting for us to just be done with this. They want the next news cycle thing to come on. And if they could make it seem like, this is already over, we already failed, then definitely it's like a foreseeable. What am I trying? Let me gather my thoughts here. If you guys haven't, we got 5,000 live concurrent viewers right now. If you guys can help me out, drop a like, and we can get this message pushed out more. I just really lost my train of thought there. All right. Yeah, we were talking about GME. We're talking about how the hedge funds, one of their best strategies that they're implementing right now is trying to make it seem like this, this is over, which is completely not. This is not over yet. As we can see today, there's a big push in the price. We're up almost 20% on the day. So anybody that bought in at the all-time low of today, you guys are up by a decent amount. Huh. Maybe I should have bought the dip. I always question myself. Always question myself there. So if there is any crazy news coming out, drop me a message, and I will definitely be going to break. I want to break some news for you guys. So I am still very bullish on GME. I'm not planning to get out until this short squeeze happens. I've already lost $50,000, guys. All right. I'm down $50,000 from my all-time high. Diamond hands. You know, if you guys saw my track record, I've been holding Bitcoin as well. I've held Bitcoin from 13, 14, 15, all the way to 20,000, all the way down to 3,000, all the way back up to 36,000. I'm still holding Bitcoin. So, you know, that's just my track record. Brandon, I saw your comment, man. There's just so many comments. I'm going to try to scroll back and try to get this super chat coming out here. I know a lot of you guys, you know, spending your hard-earned money here. Definitely, there is a lot of comments that we are going over. I'm sorry if I missed it. All right, here we go. We have a comment from Brandon Lee that I want to broadcast real quick. Bought more GME, aka deep effing value. Deep effing value is the man. So some quick stats here. Deep value, he always updates his portfolio at the end of the trading day. So roughly around 4:30. I always see that he posts around 4:30. So check back on Wall Street Bets, 4:30. You can see his entire position. In the last day, he lost over $20 million. He's still holding in the last day. Option contracts, you know, those come by a different rule. And you guys that are brand new might not know those rules, but those expire. So if he wants to sell them, like me, I would have to sell them to not have to buy back all of my shares. You know, even though the mainstream media is saying this is over, look, we have, this is from 4 hours ago, submitted 4 hours ago. We're seeing a lot of billboards going up all over America, apes together, GME to the moon. We're seeing other countries in Europe, most traded stocks over the week over the month of January. GameStop is by far one of the top stocks being traded. So just because the mainstream media is saying that this is over, this is not over. Not everybody can have diamond hands. I get it. All right. Not everybody can have diamond hands. What are your thoughts on ETH? It's above 1,650. So, all right. So when it comes to crypto, let's jump into crypto really quickly. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up my Coinbase account. So if you guys want to buy some cryptocurrency, let me see if I can find a link for you guys. All right, so this is my crypto portfolio. Bitcoin is pumping 5% today. Amazing. Imagine something being worth over $30,000, pump 5%. You can't imagine that. I think after all of that Robinhood talk, all of the Robinhood liquidity issues, that's why a lot of people are, that's why a main catalyst for Bitcoin over the last week was because of that. So Ethereum is, if you guys don't know, Bitcoin is the number one. Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency out there, and Ethereum is definitely a number two cryptocurrency. There's a lot of fundamentally, they're very different, all right? Bitcoin is mainly used as a store of value. It's mainly used as, you know, people say it's digital gold, and that's how I see it. When Ethereum is based off of a lot of different fundamentals. Ethereum is, how would I explain this, man? About Ethereum is both cryptocurrency and decentralized computing platform. Developers can use the platform to create decentralized applications and issue new crypto assets known as Ethereum tokens. So there's a lot of altcoins that are created out from the Ethereum platform. And, you know, even at one point in time, I believe Ethereum actually flipped and Ethereum was number one cryptocurrency. And Ripple used to be up here as well, but Ripple, as we all know, was I think it was a complete scam, dude. Ripple, I can't even find it on here anymore. Ripple used to be like top 3. Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're going to be the number 1 and 2 for the foreseeable future. I still think Bitcoin is going to be number 1. A lot of people that are invested in crypto, they actually do like a split, like a 80-20 split. 80% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, or maybe even 60% Bitcoin, 40% Ethereum. Personally, myself, I'm only invested in Bitcoin. But I don't think you can go that wrong with both. I'm officially out of Monster. All right, we got 5,200 people in here. I'm going to reset the room really quickly. I am live streaming by myself. If Brian Jung or Humphrey is up in the chat, let me know, and I can get you on quick. But definitely, if you guys want to see some guests, I will reach out to me, and maybe I can feature you guys out here. There's so many eyeballs, so many people that want to know the breaking news of GME, and I'm down to break this down for you guys. I'm down to break this down for you, man. I do not have a vocabulary anymore. All right, so I bought in at $270 per share, holding because I'm hoping the stock goes way above 300 share, hoping for 1K, but I don't know if my anxiety will let me keep holding. So this guy literally has diamond hands. He's been holding since 270. You know, I've been there. I'm there with you. You know, honestly, if there is, you know, the more things that come out, the easier it is for me to keep doing these live streams. If you guys understand what I'm trying to say, if there's a lot of things to break down, it's a lot easier for me to keep on, you know, there's a lot more stuff for me to look at. But right now, it does seem like we are recovering pretty nicely today. And volume looks to still be very low. Volume is still roughly around 21 million. So what that tells me is there's a lot of people applying buying pressure right now. It does seem like a lot of you guys are telling me you guys are buying, which is insane. Robinhood has restricted us from buying, only allowing us to have 100 shares. So hopefully you guys can understand that. That is one of the reasons why we're seeing a big dip in GME in the first place. Let's jump back into Wall Street Bets and see if we can find anything interesting here. So Wall Street Bets, if you're on the subreddit, let's take a look. We have 8.4 million readers, almost 500,000 concurrent users on now. Let me know if you guys are on Wall Street Bets right now. But the first time that I ever checked this was sitting at 1.2 million. And this was like 2 weeks ago. So you guys can't even see that. What I'm pointing to is right here, Wall Street Bets. There's a lot of new people up in here. And this is one of the reasons why I think GME will be going to the moon. A lot of people are supporting, and a small portion of that is probably from the hedge fund. So also beware of that. You know, there's so many people in this. Look at this. Every single day, I see a new billboard with GME to the moon. Every single day. And how long? I don't know how long that they bought these billboards for, but you know, I'm pretty happy a lot of you guys bought the dip here. A lot of people told me they bought the dip. I believe you. Even though you might only be able to buy 100 shares in Robinhood. We got 5,000 concurrent viewers. If you guys can do me a big favor and drop a like in the on this video so I can get this video out to more people, and we can keep breaking down all of these amazing billboards here. Wow. So if you guys are from the New England area like I am, we just got dumped on. I just had like 2 feet of snow dumped on my house. That's why it was so difficult for me to live stream yesterday. But in New York, which is not that far away from Boston, you can see a little Reddit warrior right here, right in front of the bull. Which one of you told the Wall Street Bets people what a billboard PSD mockup file? I'm pretty sure this is fake. This looks fake. I don't think you can put stuff like this on a billboard. This is a pump for all you AMC people. All right, so this looks promising. The line is being held. So, I'm not that much of a technical analysis guy, but like I said, when it comes to the volume, if there is big buy volume, that is good for us. If there's big sell volume, that's going to be bad for us. All right, over the last, let's see, what day is this? This is GameStop. This is looks like to be over the last day. So basically what I'm trying to say is if there's low volume as well, that means it's good for us. That means most of us are holding our positions. If there's really high volumes like yesterday, I think a lot of people sold out yesterday. Yesterday was an anomaly. If you think about it, over 70 million volume yesterday. So that means if there's a lot of short sellers, typically the volume is going to be low. If it's higher than that, most likely that's going to be people selling, man. People selling. It's normal for people to sell when their positions are down 50%. Completely normal. Like I really had to switch that as an investor myself whenever like I was invested in any of these other assets. If you believe in what you're buying, GameStop is more of a gamble. I'm talking about like Apple. I'm talking about like Tesla, all these other companies which provide a service. If you see one of those companies go down 10, 20% because of some bad news, you have to really analyze what that bad news is and make a decision. Because if you're a long-term investor, definitely I think buying for the long term is a lot easier. Appreciate all the time and knowledge you provide. Been watching you for a year now. Esteban, 1 year, subscribed. In your opinion, would you buy GME now if you don't have any? Definitely, if I was not invested at all, around this $100 range, I would definitely be buying. I bought in at 90, so $100 is not that far off. Especially since, I think there's a big rally coming up. A lot of people are, starting to get behind this. A lot of people are starting to see where the misinformation is coming from. If Dominic's back in the chat here, if GME is dead, why is it not at $20 but gained 20% today? Completely true. All right. So a lot of the analysts, I don't know if I can I'm going to pull that up for you guys. So Finbox. So I like to use different tools to help me gauge like where analysts are seeing the price of these companies. And so one company that I use often is Finbox. So I'm going to jump into here really quickly and if you guys want to see what I'm seeing, I'm going to drop this link down in the chat so you guys can see exactly what I'm buying. I mean, what tools I'm using. So Finbox is a great tool for anybody that wants to do research on any stock. So this is GameStop. So fair value from Finbox. The average price right now is sitting at $139, upside of 33.9%. So this changed over the last week. Amazing. Very high uncertainty. This is completely true. All right. So if we look at the analyst target here, they're saying it's worth around $13. All right. So if we were just going based off of the fundamentals, based off of like none of the hype for the short squeeze, this company should be worth around $20. All right. That to me, I would say it's a dead stock. But because it's still roughly sitting around $100, hovering on the support level of $90, it hasn't gone under basically $90, right? This was February 2. The last time it dropped that low was maybe a month ago, January 25th. That's when everything all started. So definitely, I think I would be buying in at these levels if, I wasn't invested at all. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. I am just an ape. GME rebranded description to digital first. Digital first. Yes. GME is going to do all the right steps to rebrand. Ryan Cohen is a smart man. He has already created a $1 billion company one time, is assembling, the Avengers for GME team right now. And I believe even if this does not pan out, the short squeeze does not pan out, GME will be a turnaround stock. So that just makes it more valuable for me. That just makes me want to hold the stock for even longer. So, you know, the market cap for GameStop right now is sitting roughly 6.2 billion, where I think when I originally bought in it was like at 3 billion. No, it was at 5 billion. 5 billion. Sorry, guys. All right, we got some super chats coming in. Let me acknowledge some of these super chats. We have 5,000 people here watching, so you guys are being broadcasted. My earliest buys of GME was at 36, and my average is at 70. I'm comfortable holding, and I'm feeling good. I did take out my initial investment at the highs. So this guy is a smart guy. I should have done something very similar, but obviously I'm not as smart as him. You know, if in hindsight, you know, yes, we would all like to sell at, you know, 500 and buy in at what, $60, $30, but that's in hindsight. If GME should be $20, then why is it at 2.8 greedy shorties? Definitely. I think what Dominic's is trying to point out is the short sellers, they have their price targets a lot lower than $20. He's saying the short sellers have their price targets at around $2.80, which is what the short sellers need the price to be for them to make money. And if we take a look at it now, GameStop is sitting at $100 over that level. So they're losing and bleeding out money every single day that we can keep the price of GameStop over $100. So like I said today, I want GameStop to be over $115 for today to be a win. But so far, if anybody bought in at $80, $86, you guys are already won. You guys would be at a lower average cost than I would be at this moment. So I feel like I'm literally repeating myself again and again now. There hasn't been any news to pop up over the last 2 hours. So I'm going to end this live stream. I've been live streaming for about 2 hours now. So thank you guys for joining me here. Let me put this on the full screen. So thank you guys for joining me here. You know, I've been here for doing this for 2 hours. I mean, I want to thank you guys for all the super chats. You guys are been amazing. We have 5,000 viewers, 2,000 likes. If you guys want to drop a like right now. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. If you guys haven't followed me on Instagram already, you guys can see my Instagram handle right there. So I'll be doing a lot of stuff on Instagram. And you guys seem to be loving it because I've basically gone over like 1,000 Instagram followers in the last week. So you guys keep following me on Instagram. I'll keep posting relevant information for you guys there. That's the best way for me to post anything about what's going on at the fastest pace. Follow me on my Discord if you guys want to join my Discord community. Links are going to be all in the description. And I'm going to be stopping this right now. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow in another live stream. I'll be making some videos as well for just regular stock videos. So you guys come check that out. Hold the line. Diamond hands. Let's get this short squeeze not over yet, baby. Let's go.